I think we're ready to rock and roll. East Coast, TJ, Dusty. Hey, Dominic.
Morning, good morning, and good evening to everybody in the chat.
How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm all right.
That's not very positive. I'm all right.
Yeah. Monday morning here, so and it's going to start warming up. So that's
Well, I had a little
good.
bit of drizzle this morning, but it cut just enough so I could go out and mow my lawn, mow my grass, because the grass is getting up pretty big.
Hello, Laura.
And of course, all I do is sit on my zero turn and drive
Yeah.
around. But yeah,
Hey, TJ.
TJ, little Lama Laura. Yeah, it never fails, Dominic. Whenever I start up the stream,
Yep.
she's over on the couch sleeping. As soon as I start it up, she's over here bugging me, bugging me. So I had to go open the door and let her go out.
Oh, certainly.
He knows how to get to me.
Yeah.
Well, I'm thinking about it. I flip the calendar over. What I do is on the calendar, I write if it's got a couple of days left, I put them here. Okay.
Yeah.
But on the calendar, I have written down
iPhone users do these three mistakes.
she has a doctor's appointment at 3:20 tomorrow to get her nails trimmed.
Oh, okay.
I'm begging you not to do this.
Hmm.
Instead, use cleanup. Open this. Optimize storage. Get rid of your duplicate photos and videos. Delete promotions and
Hey, Mark.
download cleanup for free.
There he is.
Hi, Dominic. Paul.
Hey, Mark.
Morning.
How's it going?
Good evening.
Rainy evening.
Oh, it's rainy there?
Star, Brenda.
Hey, Brenda.
Hi, Brenda. Yep, it's raining now, and we've had a bad weather warning for rain from
No,
12:30,
that's not good.
which is in 2.5 hours,
Yeah.
right the way through until 8 o'clock tomorrow night.
Jeez. Don't like that.
Ah, well, the Americans have just scored enough points to win against
Okay.
the international team. So
Okay.
that's 17 wins in a row.
Oh, wow.
Mm.
Mm-hmm. I think you already answered that, Dusty. Has the golf finished or is it still going?
It's still going, but America have got enough points to win.
Okay. Lay down Mazair then.
Mhm.
Well, what's the golf match?
It's the President's Cup.
President's Cup.
I was going to say that.
I saw it. I saw it on TV, but I didn't know why they
It's
call it the President's Cup. But
It's the Americans versus the international team, which is the rest of the world except for Europe. So it's like
no Europeans.
no, because America play Europe in the Ryder Cup.
Oh,
Yeah. I know because we had the President's Cup out here a couple of years ago.
That's right, yeah. At Royal Melbourne.
Royal Melbourne, yeah.
Mm.
We've got
Yeah.
some great golf courses here.
You've got Australians, Canadians, South Africans,
well, the question I have
Koreans.
is, Dusty says the European group is doing some awesome shots. There is no Europeans, is there?
No Europeans.
So it must be the Aussies, huh?
There's 2 Australians, I think.
I think Jason Day's one of
Yeah.
them.
Jason Day and Adam Scott.
Adam Scott, yeah, that couldn't think of his first name. Yeah, Adam Scott.
There's three Canadians. Two Koreans. Oh, might even be three Koreans. The two Kims and
Yep.
Sung Jae-in.
Mm.
Strangely enough, there's a Japanese on both sides.
Mm.
There's Hideki Matsuyama is playing for the international team, and Colin Morikawa is playing for the Americans.
Yeah, I know of him. Yeah,
Mm.
interesting.
But I mean, it's the same. The only Filipino golfer who's made it big is a girl, and the only two wins that she's had in the 3 years that she's been on the tour have both been the US Open.
Mm.
The first one she was playing for the Philippines, and the second one she was playing for Japan because her mum's Filipino and her dad's Japanese.
Oh, okay. So it keeps her options open then.
Yeah.
The funny thing is, I don't watch golf, but there's a radio station over here, and one of the presenters is Mark Allen, who played golf,
Uh-huh.
and I sit and listen to their because they just do a show about sport, Mark
Uh-huh.
Allen and David Schwartz, and they just talk in general about general sport, and that's the only thing I know about golf is when Mark Allen talks about it. So I don't watch it, but I know a bit about it, funnily enough.
Mm.
They do an awesome podcast.
I guess
One's
Dusty was talking about Tony Kim.
Tony Kim's one of the Kims.
Yeah.
Tom.
I thought it was
Is it Tom Kim or Tony
Tom.
Kim?
It's
Tom.
Tom.
Okay, I thought it was Tony.
No.
Hmm.
They're not brothers. They're not related to each other. They're just
Oh, I think everybody's got the surname Kim in South Korea, don't they?
a lot of them, I think. Yeah.
Well,
I mean, pretty much all of them have been brought up playing golf at high school and college level in America.
hmm.
Hey Russell, hey Brenda, how's your back doing? It better?
Russell. Well, our football season's finished, and now we move on to horse racing for the next 5 weeks.
What? It's cricket.
And cricket as well. Cricket, our
Hello, JDS.
first test doesn't start to 4th of November, where we play India.
I thought you were playing the UK at the moment.
Yeah, I think that's in the T20 or the ODIs.
Mm.
Because it was 2-2 the last time I heard. Hey Tim. But in Australia, our focus turns to horse racing for the next 5 weeks. 4th of November is when when the international season starts against India.
Right. Because the Women's World Cup cricket starts soon.
Yeah, I know. It's 4 years already. It was March 2020
Mm.
when they had the final Australia v India out here. Sorry, yeah, Australia v India. 86,500 at this very ground in my background.
Yeah.
That's 4 years already. God.
Mm.
Time flies.
Yep.
Yeah.
So here's the thing.
Yeah.
This game can
Yeah, because we've got, it's Australia v India at this Oval on Boxing Day. So it'll be absolutely full. It was 91,000 the last time Australia played India there, which was 2019, I think.
the game plays itself in the background. All you need is a setup and get going.
I think. Yeah. And then the Ashes is in June of next year.
Right. Yeah, my brother's the one that's well into cricket.
Players are like me and
I played it for school for a while, but
Yeah.
the same way I played rugby for school and badminton and volleyball. But
Oh, I played cricket and football.
nah, I was not good enough at football. I didn't really like football, except for
That's my football, not your football.
we used to kick a
Ow.
football, a tennis ball around in the yard to play football at break times.
We used to play indoor soccer.
Yeah, but it's too easy with a football. That's why we use the tennis ball.
Yeah. No, we used indoor soccer. We used to use a netball court. We
Okay,
converted a netball court.
we had a big park across the road from school, so occasionally at lunchtime we'd go and play football in the park.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like 20 a side, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. We had soccer, your football, our football, cricket. We also played handball.
No, it's not a game that was popular.
Mm.
It is in Europe, not so much here.
Yeah. I don't know. Anybody heard from Captain Joe? Brenda's asking.
Not today.
He
Okay.
were
He wasn't over on anybody else's show either today, so I don't know.
yeah, he appeared in the chat in Drone Seekers International about
Oh, okay.
an hour and a half
Yeah, that's
ago.
too early for me.
Yeah, that was well. It started 2 hours ago and it went on for
Yeah,
an hour.
it starts at 5 a.m. my time.
Yeah.
Next week it'll be 6 a.m. because we go to daylight saving this time next week,
Uh-huh.
which is good. Makes everything a lot easier coming out of the UK.
Not for long. Our
And then
clocks,
and then you lose daylight saving and it goes another hour forward.
when is it? We fall
Isn't it last Sunday?
last Sunday in October.
Yeah, as is the first Sunday.
Yeah, so that'll be what? First, second, third, fourth.
7th?
Yours is
28th, sorry. No, 27th.
yours is the 6th, I think.
Yeah,
So ours will be
as is this coming Sunday.
yeah, ours is 3 weeks later.
Yeah, which is the 26th.
27.
27th, yeah. That is right the first time.
Yeah. Had 21 days. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 1st of October on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Payday.
Tomorrow here.
Yeah, it would be, wouldn't it? Yeah. Tomorrow's Monday here.
Yep. Mm.
Oh, not 17, 10.
10 as in the temperature or?
No, 10 wins, not 17.
Oh, okay. So it's not over yet.
Yeah, it's finished now. They've just changed over to the women's golf now.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the women's golf is interesting. Those skirts are short.
Mm. Good to hear then.
Yeah, the final. What was the final score? Uh, adds up to 26. So that's not right yet.
Mm.
I just tried to call Joe and he didn't answer the phone and I got voicemail that says the person you're trying to call is not available.
Mm.
No, it can't be finished yet.
Hey, Tim.
2 up through 14. 3 up through 15. 2 up through 16. They're nearly over. Tied at 17. There's 6 games still going on. Now, four games still going on.
Oh, okay.
They went to the women's just to show about 2 seconds of it and then came back again.
The
Mm.
yeah, Dusty, I think that there's gonna be a lot more of that to come in the future. People aren't spending money,
One of the
they're putting things off.
Mm. Hi, Michael. Cool cat. Mr. Kitty. Mm. Oh, here we go. Stream Time Live's got an ad.
Cool cat.
Yeah, we won't. We won't, Laura. We won't talk all at once.
We're waiting for you to join the panel, Laura.
Yeah. Oh, nice. That would be very interesting, Dusty. Editing photos, you have zero chance. Okay. We'll take that on advisement then. Yep. Pink Floyd are great. Don't know about their political stance, but let's not let's not go there. We'll just enjoy their music for what it is.
Yeah. Well, that's what Matt's band is, isn't it? A Pink Floyd
Yeah.
cover.
Pink Floyd cover band, yeah. Hmm. Yeah, Lightroom costs what, $20 or so a month, I reckon. Lightroom is good, but you got to pay for it. That's the trouble.
Yeah.
I've been using Snapseed, but that's a phone app. They don't seem to have anything on the desktop. Because that's the one I use if I'll download photos to my phone, then put it through Snapseed and then send it back to the computer, which is a shame. But Snapseed's just a very simple editor. Lightroom is basically where it all happens, but that's expensive, which is frustrating. Because you can do with Lightroom. I did spend for a while, and then it just had to discontinue that for other reasons. But I do like Lightroom when you do the AEB merge or the photo stitching. So then you can do a really long or big panorama and a big wide shot too. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know. I'd agree with that, Laura. When you've got probably 10 or 15 photos you got to do, I'd say you got more than that number. Oh, definitely, Michael. I try and keep the political views of musicians away from what they actually do. Because if it's good music, you've just got to ignore that. Oh, definitely.
Just sensational players. Set of the personality he has too. He can play with any player on the team. Before coming in, two presidents got to be playing was 5-2. Play all the form. No, whether or not this is the president's company.
Hey, JD, how's it going?
Hey, JD. So Laura, did you play games this afternoon?
Yeah, we had a
did,
fortnight run.
Did Justin join you?
Nice. Okay, we'll be waiting for that, Laura. Oh, okay.
Oh, you didn't play with Justin. Okay. I thought maybe you did. He's not still over there playing, is he? Because I see I see Tim Jackson is in the channel here. Was on the channel for a minute. I don't know if he was over there with Justin or not. Oh, here
Hey,
comes
Justin, speak of the devil.
Hey,
And here's Hot Rod.
Rod.
Hello.
Good
How you
evening.
doing, Rod?
What's up?
I flew 27 batteries today.
Wow.
Nice.
So you'll like
We
who
know
I
what
had.
we know what you've been doing.
Yeah.
That's about an hour, wasn't it?
Hour and a half.
That's 14.6S. Those are generally 5 minutes. Probably 850s with the Baby Hawk, I think. And that's probably about 5 minutes each. So no, it was several hours.
No, it's had 2.5, 3 hours then.
Well, by the time you end up land, put a new battery in, take off again, you know.
No, that's flight time, Paul. About 5 minutes per, except for my tiny drone. That one's about 3.5 minutes.
So how many drones did you fly today?
No.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 different ones.
You don't get fed.
So I
yet.
flew my 5-inch Nazgul.
Stop it.
I flew the 4.2-inch domain. I flew the 3.6-inch domain. I flew the Emax Baby Hawk HD or 03. And then my Proto 25, which I built, which is that 2.5-inch.
Why can't they be just a very neat 1, 2, 3, 4 rather than having 2.5, 4.2, 3.6?
I'd take a 2.0 if I could get one that small.
Oh, I know that, but I'm just saying it just seems to be very uneven.
I'm not
Just
sure
getting-
why. Yeah, I'm not sure why Gep did the whole 3.6 and 4.2.
unless it's unless when it converts to metric, it sounds a lot neater.
Maybe. I don't know.
Brenda said hi to you.
Hello. Here, I'll show. I had Dominic, you'll like my visual observer that I had today. That's all I got to say. You'll like my visual observer. Here. I was just pulling the video to look. This is one of the flights. I was really going under these trees today and by these trees. This is kind of fun to do,
Oh, nice.
but you're kind of ducking your head because if you hit the throttle too much, you're going to be, well, hitting the limbs. So it's a little exhilarating. So there he is. There's my observer. Here, I'll
Where?
let it go a bit more. Yeah, that dude right there. Right there.
Mm.
Otherwise known as the police officer. He literally sat there for 2 hours. 2 hours.
That's all right. And
I
kept
don't
an
know if
eye
he
on
was,
you at
I don't
least.
know. I don't know if he was watching me or not, but he's my visual observer because he was sitting there for 2 hours. He had to know I
Yeah.
was there because I was flying around and all the drones had the LEDs on them so he could see them, and I was flying low enough so that he could actually see them.
Oh, great.
He
I'll be
never
back
said
in
a
a
word.
few minutes.
Never
Got a
said a
phone
word.
call.
Mhm. They got the soccer things out now.
You should have gone over and asked him if he flies.
You know, I wanted to go over and see if he wanted to go for a ride along because I have a second set of goggles.
There you go.
I could take him up and yeah, turn him into a roller coaster. It's a blast. What I was looking for was the flight that I had about a week ago. Was it a week ago? I don't remember. Maybe it was 2 weeks ago. I got a really unique flight down in Titusville. Oh, there's his buddy. His buddy actually came over and sat next to him for like 20 minutes to talk to him. But that cop was literally sitting there like 2 hours. I just be bopping around. Through here, under the trees, over the fence. Can't stay low or you'll whack the fence. I've flown here quite a few times. I like this place. It's almost never anybody around that I can't avoid. But this is my 4.2 inch domain. Yeah, it's probably enough of that one. But as you can see, going down that path and under the trees and around the things, and I'm pretty comfortable flying it. I like my domains. Okay, so why are my big drives not attached? Well, that sucks. Different problem to solve. Guess I'll put that card back in the drone. So I get my external drives working off my freaking KVM switch. Well, let me see if I can get one of the other ones and find the video from a couple of weeks ago. It definitely wasn't that drone because I had a GPS flight problem with that drone that day. So I just left it on the ground and never flew it. Pretty sure it's this guy. Let's take a look.
Mark's watching golf,
Ooh,
the President's Cup.
no Tiger Woods. Don't care.
You don't hear anything about him anymore, do you?
Yeah, he still plays occasionally.
His medical issues are Yeah.
He plays in the competition that he organises, which is down, I think, in the is it in the Bahamas, which is for charity.
Yeah, I think his competitive days are.
It's for veterans, that, isn't it?
There's still a chance he could win. He could win another one. It's not. He wouldn't be the first one to win one at age 50.
He plays in the majors, and very shortly when he hits 50, he'll be eligible to play on the seniors
Senior
tour.
tour. Yeah.
And I can see him going on that and winning quite a few.
Depends on how his foot holds up.
Well, because of his medical problems, he may
Yeah,
be
he'll get
able
a
to use a
yeah.
buggy.
Yeah, on the senior tour, he'll be able to use a cart.
Yeah.
Justin, what are you up to?
Nothing right now, just cleaning up.
Okay, wasn't that video?
It's
Let's
just
see.
2 games out on the course. One of them America are up in, and one of them the international team are up in.
Oh, this is one of my train.
And it's looking like it's going to be 18 and a half, 11 and a half for America.
Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That one was one of my train chases. But I got one that's way more unique. Mm-hmm. Towards the end of the flight, I caught that guy. Sorry, I'm digging through the video off this drone. I'm pretty sure it was this drone that I caught this one thing on. That was really cool.
Mm.
And I do mean really freaking cool.
Okay.
Is there a way of making it so that you can connect external drives onto your wireless network and be able to access them from anything you want?
Yeah, the routers have a USB port on them. Most of them.
Right. I'll check
Ah, here it is.
because my router's upstairs.
I never use it.
And that should be USB 3, shouldn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Good.
So
I've got a 2 gigabyte USB 3 drive, a 2 terabyte USB 3 drive.
I should post this video.
I might just try that.
Notice what's in the air with me.
Oh, a paraglider.
Paraglider. Yeah, there's a group down there in Titusville that flies every once in a while. They happen to be up. So I kind of, you can see I'm far enough away, but you can still see him pretty good. But I was following him, got up over top of him. He kind of landed over there to the left. You'll see here in a minute.
Oh, he landed on that point.
Uh-huh. It's part of the park. So I turned
Awesome.
around, started flying around a bit. Oh, that's also the marina for everybody to launch their stuff. This is the playground and the skate park that I fly around. It's got this big field. And what used to be baseball fields, which is now sort of a BMX kind of
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah, I see they put mountains.
Yeah, they've turned it into like a BMX bike kind of thing.
You ever see anybody on there?
Yeah, occasionally.
I was gonna say it's pretty much overgrown. It's not like,
People run their dogs over there. The RC car guys like going over there and running their cars sort of up and down the little hills and stuff. You can see it's kind of wet in some areas. Okay, come on. Where's the end of it? Kind of a nice morning. Just be bopping around the. I can go back and pull I can go back about 2 videos and pull that train video. Actually, I should pull the one that I did at the end. That one was a bit more interesting. And I kept going over the road because that spot to the left, if you look, is pretty much a lake. Not supposed to be a lake, but with all the rain we've had down here, it was pretty much a lake. Oh, At what point did I catch him again? Because he came back. Oh, there he is. So I knew he was up there. Started checking. I'm probably gonna have to go to the second half of this. Yeah. Yeah, there he is. Oh, that was his buddy that was up there. There were 2 of them. So he takes off, and it's like, ooh, I see him again. And then I literally got in behind him. It just flew behind him and followed him. So there you go. That's a pretty unique drone video. And I stayed far enough away. Didn't want to spook the poor guy. Nor have any issues. And boom, off we go. So, yeah, Dominic, kind of a unique piece of video. It's not often that you'll be
Yeah.
around a paraglider kind of guys.
It'd be fun orbiting those.
Yeah, yeah. It's gonna make me want to go down there more often now. Just to
The
see
same
whether
as the
just to
same
see-
as hot air balloons. I know a couple of people that have done orbits of hot air balloons.
they don't fly that often. I've been down there.
no, you don't see
Semi-frequently.
hot air balloons like you did maybe 10 years ago.
Mm-mm.
I see them weekly now. They
Hmm.
seem to start in October and go from October to about March.
Well, you got to go to the certain areas where they do the events too. Like there's a big one in Southern California in Apple Valley every year that they do.
Yeah, there's one in Albuquerque as
Yeah,
well.
they got meetups, but I mean, in general, I used to see 1 or 2 hot air balloons just around here.
Oh yeah. They used to.
Not anymore.
They used to. I'm with you. When I was in Ohio, yeah, there were some people that definitely flew their balloons around.
Mm.
Oh, here's
But
the
the
one.
big meetups, they get several hundred, don't they?
Oh, yeah, they're
There
just
is one
around.
more.
They're about 45 minutes drive for me. That's where they land and
It might
take
be
off and
hot.
go back.
Why did you have to say that,
I think this was the 3rd train of the morning.
Dominic? No, I can't get that song out of my head.
Which one?
Yeah.
Hot dog, jumping frog, Albuquerque.
One of
My
those
apologies.
one of those trains actually came from NASA. I saw it cross the bridge. It's rare to see a train coming off the island out there where Cape Kennedy is, or Cape Canaveral. Sorry. The hard part about this is look at those wires to the left, the poles that are there. Ugh.
You're almost keeping right up with that train.
Oh, I could have. I slowed down intentionally like that. So it's kind of fun. And then he's by me. There you go. A little twisty so I can slow myself down and turn around and get pointed at him. Let me find. God, I gotta find it was almost the last video I did on that drone that day with this guy. Oh, that was the park today. With my policeman being my visual observer. And at one point I had 2 policemen being my visual
Oh,
observers. No, that's still today.
Now it's finished.
There be me. Let's see. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe it was my Nazgul. It was kind of towards the end of my flying day because, well, then I got rained out.
Brenda Dusty.
Ah, there it is. Maddie and I always have a problem when we're down at his place trying to chase the trains. Inevitably, the train comes along just as we're landing to change our batteries. Almost every freaking time. I don't get it. Both
You got to
of us are
time it
down.
properly.
Yeah,
up,
literally
Michael?
both of us are sitting on the ground trying to get ready to change batteries, and here comes the freaking train.
What's up, Michael? How's it going?
Well, it shouldn't worry you. Them trains take about half an hour to go past, don't they?
Not the Brightline passenger trains, no. These
Those
type
fuckers are
trains,
quick.
yeah, take a little time. So I got off. I got off just sort of at the end of this train.
Oh yeah, cargo trains can be pretty damn long in the U.S.
Yeah, the one that came from Cape Canaveral, that thing was long for sure. So I got over the wires because I was trying to avoid the wires, which is how I kind of got over here. And then it's like, okay, I've tried to avoid the trees and avoid the wires, go back over the wires in the road. Like, don't want to get too far away, and well, don't want to get into the wires. Tail end of the train. Then I catch up to him. This is that part's a little cool right there. Tail end of an empty train. But the paraglider, that was an interesting video. Next time I might get a little closer. This is the first time They've been up when I had my drones there, so not too much closer, but probably a little closer. Not quite as exciting as a big honking chip, but it's okay. You know,
Yeah,
Paul, the one
I got a couple of ships I'm tracking right now.
the one that I really like to watch is that Viking, is it Viking cruise ship?
The
Oh,
Viking
yeah,
cruise,
cruise
yeah.
ships.
The
Yeah,
Polaris and the
Polaris
Octantis.
those are kind of cool to look at. Those are interesting. To say the least. Okay.
Mm. And here's Joe.
Hey, man.
Hey, Joe, how you doing?
Hey, Joe.
Everybody's
Still
been asking
alive.
for you.
Still alive.
It's a good start.
Now let
I
me
slept
pull
till 11 a.m. today.
Oh no.
now let me pull the one that I had the most fun with today.
I do it every day, Joe.
This guy. My
Sometimes
little
later.
my little baby 2.5 inch. Oh my god. Joe, I may have found something better than Yavata.
What? What was that?
My little 2.5 inch. I like the Avata. This 2.5 inch, I can put this thing in some really tight spots.
Yeah, imagine.
Laura's back on the attack. She was in the channel
Oh, okay.
and she asked
I was
where you
working in
were,
the
Joe.
background waiting for Joe.
Yeah,
That's because she wanted to say shut up.
yep.
Only reason.
She says, Joe, hope you get better soon, but shut up. LOL.
Yeah.
Yeah, you knew that was coming.
Yep. It's like knowing the sun's going to come up. Hey, Brenda. Nope. Still stopped up. Feeling better,
Yeah,
but still stuffy.
can hear it.
I found out something yesterday, though.
What's
Oh,
that?
Went to the dollar store to get some more Mucinex. You can get the same shit there. And they didn't have the Mucinex. They had Mucinex DM. So I said, I can't do the DM because of my blood pressure. And I read it. It's got the exact same ingredients as the Coracetin and cough syrup I can't stand. Exact same ingredients for high blood pressure.
Mm.
Wow.
I mean, the two ingredients exactly the same. So I bought those and I've been taking those. I'm due one right now. That's the problem. So for $1.25, I get 10 pills instead of having to drink that cough syrup.
Mm.
can't complain about that.
I'm telling you, I'm going to get a couple more boxes.
Try
Don't blame you.
pills.
I tried sucking on a fisherman's friend and it ain't working.
Yeah, I know, but Strepsils is different. Strepsils has got a anesthetic in it, so it numbs the back of your throat as well.
My throat don't hurt. My throat does not hurt. I'm just right here.
Yeah, but it stops you coughing if it doesn't. What's it? If you can't feel it.
Well, the fisherman friend snaps the coffin. You know, it's like the only time I take the cough syrup was at nighttime.
Did you
I
go and
went to
buy
sleep
yourself-
last night. Like I said, I went to sleep at 11 last night. I woke up at 5 this morning, went to the bathroom, said, I'm going to get up at 6, laid back down, rolled over. It was 11 o'clock.
Wow.
Did you get
I'm not
yourself?
coughing. This
You
damn
get
was
yourself-
just,
Go on. Did you get yourself any original flavored
no,
friends?
no, I had bought them on Amazon, the cherry. And
Mhm.
I'll advise everybody never buy these. Never buy these.
I've never tasted the cherry ones, only the originals. You can buy them in any supermarket over here.
Yep, same here.
And they got them in CVS over here, I heard.
This is the video.
But I used to prefer Victor B's, which were very similar.
Okay, here's why I made it. Here's why I made that comment. Was this video. Through the bleachers. Covered bleachers at that. Can't go low, can't go high. This thing is a freaking blast. Yeah. See if I can find a video with the guy and the dog.
Once in a while, I just got to stand up. My back starts hurting.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Oh, there's the dog. Yeah, so it's this video. Let me get up to the part.
Hey, Jody.
That's not Jody, that's Frank.
Oh, Frank. Hello, Frank.
Jody's in the other room. Yeah, Dominic, I rolled over at, like I said, rolled over at 5 o'clock, went back to sleep. And I was laying there and I was thinking, and I saw Johnny sent me the link to the stream.
Yeah.
And I said, well, I might sleep up to the time Johnny comes on. I said, maybe. Rolled over. Like I said, I rolled over, looked at the clock. It was 10:42.
Johnny didn't come on till late today.
Hmm.
Chris Hope was on before him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I went to bed just before Chris. I watched Dennis, and then I was gone for all money.
Well, Johnny didn't start until about half an hour before Paul starts.
Yeah, I know. It
He
was
stayed on
that's
for almost 2
10:30
hours,
here.
didn't
Hmm?
So here's another one. Good news is the guy and the dog didn't seem to mind. But I'd seen the dog earlier, so I'm flying down the path and I'm like, I know there's somebody coming. So I start going to the left-hand side. It's like, yep, dog. Under tree and out. The
Yep.
beauty of a small drone, you can get the hell out of the way.
Yep.
Mhm.
But you could tell I was already thinking, I was kind of already thinking it's like, yeah, I think so. I was already leading towards that left-hand side. The guy talked to me. He was cool about it. Actually, he was like, wow, that was pretty cool. You handled it pretty well. Got over there and got out of the way. And so
Like that video I did with Devada. Coffee Street Bridge. When I came up on the bridge, it was a blind spot. There were people standing there.
Mm-hmm. It was just an inkling because I'd seen the dog on the other end of the trees. So I knew somebody was around. And I didn't know whether they were coming down that path or they were going to stay on the other end and run the dog around down there. But I just had this inkling. It's like, yeah, I think, yeah, but he's likely to be there. And I was right. So no incident, no collision. It's called situational awareness.
Yep.
You just get
I
this.
haven't flown my drone in 10 days.
Yeah.
I've been dealing with this for 10
Haven't
days.
been feeling good enough, Joe.
I know.
Yeah, that sucks. That really
You know, when you don't
sucks.
feel well, that's one the last thing you think about, even though as much as you love to fly a drone, you say, hell no,
Yep.
I'm not going.
I want to go out there, but I don't want to get in the middle of a coughing attack.
Yeah.
Hmm. Hey, Ron.
I got to do some playing around the next time I get down to Maddie's. My little drone's got a little jitter in
Hey,
it. and
Ron.
I'm not quite sure why. Other than I think I need to change the frequency on the ESCs. It's 48 kilohertz, and I think it needs to be 96.
Yeah, Dusty, Brenda wanted to know if you have one of those in southern Florida. Hey, Mark. He's back.
You know, I finally saw an article this morning from some of the hurricane damage. I've been surprised that there's not really been all that much as far as articles, but it appears that the west coast of Florida, from sort of St. Pete and Clearwater north, if you were on the island side, you didn't want to be there. There were like 4 or 5 places that set their storm surge records by more than 2.5 feet. All of them. It is like, oh God. No, the worst part for them, that means next year when the insurance companies come back, anybody that was out there, anybody that's got a home out on the island, it's going to go up. It's already been ridiculous. I'm sure they will for sure go after those guys.
I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but next weekend they may have another one going right through there.
Yeah, I know that one in the Gulf. Yeah, we'll see where that one ends up going.
I thought there was 2 waiting to come in.
No,
Just one that's in the Western Caribbean that will cross the Yucatan into the southern Gulf of Mexico, and then, well, that's as far as they have it at the moment. The end of this week, we'll have a
Probably
better
Saturday.
idea.
Well, they said, according to Ryan Hall, is the guy's on the internet, Ryan Hall.
Mm-hmm.
He
Yeah,
was showing
Ron
it
Hall,
on
yo.
a video he just put out. Yeah, he put a video out this morning, and he said next weekend, and he showed it, and all of his models are going right back in the same area next weekend.
Well, it could happen if it gets picked up by a low pressure, which is kind of what happened with this one, right? It kind of got
Then we got a
sucked.
low pressure coming down, pushing it that way.
The low pressure attracted it and kind of sucked it up that direction.
Yep, we got same scenario.
Although I will say this, Tallahassee kind of got a bit lucky because it went east to Tallahassee instead of being on the west side and putting them in the worst part.
Well, this one's going in the west side.
I haven't seen any pictures out of Tallahassee, so I don't know how much damage has been done.
I don't think Tallahassee got bad, but
They
But
got
this one
lucky.
won't be a
They
four.
got lucky.
this one won't be a 4, might be a 1, and it looks like it's going to go into the east of Tallahassee, into the west.
Even a 1 over Tallahassee is bad news, as many trees as they have. Not counting the fact they just got how much more rain out of this one? Which means the ground is soft. Which means all those oaks and stuff that they got are vulnerable to any amount of wind. I have lots of video of me flying under those trees with my little drone. Trying to find the one where I was doing flips,
Okay.
rolls, power loops, and other stuff with that little baby drone. It does them pretty nice.
Well, guys, I got to drop out, so I'll see you another time.
Later,
I'm
Dominic.
out.
Good night.
Good night, Dominic.
Later,
Yeah.
Dom.
Good day, Dominic.
Yes, I will. Thank you.
He's probably got to get ready for Paul wedgie bigs.
Mhm.
I'm gonna go down and catch a couple of ships. So I'll probably just close it down rather than burden you guys.
No, that's cool.
Because I'll be gone for about 45 minutes to an hour. So
Yeah. It's late enough.
Yeah, we'll be resting. We'll go
everybody
rest.
take care, and we'll see all of you again in the morning. Joe, get better soon, right?
Yeah, get better,
trying.
Joe.